So I wanted to play like more competitively, but I don't know where we can actually play competitively. Like I would go to Brooklyn Arcade. I would go to when not Brooklyn, Broadway Arcade, when
I
Broadway was a
remember
thing.
Broadway
Yeah,
Arcade. That's very big.
earlier I learned how to do laundry at 8 because of the arcade machine in the laundromat. Like I would hoof it across the street. I would keep on going to Fun Zone and stuff like that to play DDR and play Soul Calibur 2 and stuff like that and just chill out. But never knew that there was a competitive scene out there. I understand the how casuals don't know that a competitive scene exists because I was one of those casual people that didn't know that a competitive scene existed. I don't think that people understand the power of their voice and how they can grow their own scene just by talking about their scene. They didn't actually bother me actually like that. They were just like because since I was going to Match Fest, I met some of the people from Match Fest, and some people talked to me from Match Fest. Some people just kind of went out their way and just did their. My friend was she wanted to be more competitive, so I was like her like little
Hurrah, hurrah,
hurrah
cheerleader.
cheerleader. I also don't get it because a lot of people were like, "Well, I trained like a few like an hour or two every single week. I'm good for a major." I'm like, no, you're supposed to put in that time." I was the project manager for that team.
What's the name of the team, if I may ask?
It's Play All Gaming.
Oh, okay, PAG.
Yeah,
They're based
PAG.
out of New York,
They're
right?
based out of New York. Like I used to do a lot of FGC local photography that people weren't doing in the New York area. So you can have somebody that goes to the local scene and shows up once in a while, but you need somebody that shows up to the local scene, shows up to another local scene, and literally streams like all the. I'm DF soccer mom. There's things where I get excluded from because and I don't know if it's I'm a woman or anything like that because the thing is that I know there's a barrier there. I'm gonna go here to try to grow my to grow myself in this direction, while you're here with your stuff right over here. That's how I've been operating. Every single person in my team is doing something diverse, so they can fall back on it. It's I give the power to the victims to come out and say what they need to say, but it's still happening. We're starting to actually getting all these guys to sit down there and host on the channel and grow the scene, our scene that way, and grow everyone else's channels. I'm doing through a lawyer, which not a lot of teams do.
What are those?
One was a lawyer, like, but
They're evil.
if you sign a contract and you can see that no, the both of you aren't being benefited, you should not sign that contract. You should never. I am not sponsored. Basically, as a black person, I hate it when people have different ideas of how I should carry my hair. Yeah. So like that's yeah, he made like a bandit, but the discussions of like one of the Microsoft guys that was working under Microsoft, a black man who just talked about the racial biases that he had. I'm doing it on what I can see right now because the thing is that like I know one of them people when they see it they're like, how is he driving you crazy?
And then we're down to number one. Let's see.
Oh
Who's
God.
the Dynamik Focus player, team member that drives Aziza the craziest?
I can't even think
Should we
of
do
it.
a drum roll, Steve?
Because the fourth that is difficult because right now, everybody looks at numbers. Everybody looks at and I don't have them. Like my social media numbers are really low because I don't get talked about. I've been written off the table because I was honest with somebody.
Yes.
You know?
It's all about likes. It's all about subscriptions. Yeah.
Yeah, it's likes, subscriptions, and everything like that. Like, you may go and say, oh, likes, subscriptions, and numbers, that doesn't matter. But to an esports organization, it does matter.
The FGC. Why should somebody invest into it if they decide to? tough questions.
See, it's not even a tough question because
How long do you see yourself within this community?
um
Choose your fighter.